Dodge Cummins 2007 5.9 motor. We're broke down, as you will see. Morning, everybody. Hey, today I'm needing help, so I want you guys, some of you guys out there have Dodge Cummins or have friends that have Dodge Cummins, may be able to help me. My truck the other day lost power. I mean, I'm going fine. This motor, I usually put it in overdrive and hit the cruise, and I don't care what the hill is, I just go, no problems. Driving down the road, all of a sudden, I had it floored to get up a mountain, a little grade, and we were 40 miles from the nearest town, and so we didn't know what it was. Felt like a fuel filter. So we finally made it to the next town. We got some new fuel filter, put that in it. Didn't seem to help it. I pulled on the trailer. You had to floor it to get going, to get up to the speed limit of 25. I mean, and usually you floor it, you're going to break the tires loose even pulling the trailer. And so we hurried up, unhooked it, and took it to the Dodge dealer. They put the tester on it. They couldn't find no codes, nothing was wrong. So it has a brand new fuel filter. They thought maybe it was a fuel, but I'd already run probably 70 gallons of that fuel through my system, or more than that. Yeah, 70 at least, with no problems. Then all of a sudden it hit and did that. So they checked it out. So it wasn't a bad fuel. It isn't a fuel filter. So they took it for a test drive. They put it on their computer. They checked everything out. No codes, no nothing. Took it for a test drive. He pulled out. It ran like it always did. Just a hauling ass. Don't know what fixed it. They didn't charge me. They didn't do anything. It just fixed itself. So the next day, we get in the truck. Well, we plan our deal, our trip. I take the truck out for a test drive. It didn't feel quite right, but it's still pretty good. And then I drove it I just drove it 2 blocks, and it warmed up and it felt okay. So we started to hook it onto the RV. Well, the landing gear broke. That's another story. I had the parts to fix it. But we hook onto the RV, take off. For probably 100 miles or better, it ran great. Just up and down the big hills. We were going up, they weren't mountains, but it was real hilly. It's real hilly down where we were at. And this video is way out of sync. The last one I filmed won't even show till the 31st, the 1st of June. So this is how far this one's out of sync. But I need the help now. See if anybody has had this problem before. So we go 150 miles or so, just no problem. All of a sudden, boom. We take a shortcut that we think doesn't have any hills. Well, it has monster passes. And the power went away. Now, the power is so bad that I couldn't get up a pass, and it wasn't like a 6% grade pass. It was, I don't know, wasn't that big a pass. But I couldn't get up it. So I had to stop. I got down to 15 miles an hour floored, and it's not poofing out black smoke. It's not overfueling. It's not really overheating. Transmission and motor temperature never got over 220, and then it would fluctuate back and forth. So it was cooling. It was doing its thing. So I got down so slow, it wasn't going to go. So I had to pull over. I had to put it in low 4-wheel drive and then run it on the rest way up the hill. Had to do that on 4 hills. Go all the way down and then just chug a lug, doing, 25 to 35 miles an hour, fast as you dare go when you're in the low. Got all the way up, put it in gear, then just zoom along. Then we stop, get something to eat. We drove probably quite a distance, because we went a long way. We went 565 miles yesterday, more than I wanted to go. But we was trying to get to some spot that we maybe get it fixed. But we stopped for something to eat. Gone 200 miles, no, 149 exactly. Pull over, we get something to eat, come back out, fire it up, take off, working perfect. Pulling the hills. We went the next 200 miles, at least, maybe 3, pulling, and I mean, it was just flying. When it's running good, I got to put the cruise control on it to keep it from going way over the speed limit. And I was doing 80 in this thing, and I don't like doing 80 in this thing. But I wanted to get where we're at before it did it again. And yes, it did it again. Just went down to no power. And right out here on the freeway, for the last, 50 miles, I couldn't even run it in overdrive. It wouldn't run. I put it in overdrive, it just blah. Then it'd shift back up, and then blah. So I just took it out of overdrive to get here. So if any of you have experienced this, have any ideas what it is, I've had my buddy, I called Terry, you know him, he's a smart man. He told me it might be a fuel pump lift pump, or a rail pump, rail injection, something about fuel. If any of you guys have had this done, it would really help me out if you could tell me what you did to solve it. And then I'll take it to the mechanic and have them do it, but I don't think they're going to be able to find it. For one thing, it doesn't do it all the time, but it does it enough that I'm done traveling until we get her fixed. So I'm going to fire this video on here today, out of sync, because I ain't moving from here because I can't. So I do definitely need you guys' help. So give it to me. You guys have a great day out there. Subscribe to my channel. I got a bunch of videos backed up here, ready to go. You're going to like the places we did get to go. So thanks again. Subscribe. Bye.